GCSEs for me became like a complete obsession. I kept saying no to meet my friends. I like spent so much of my time revising. I hardly went on my phone. I hardly gave myself any downtime, anything like that. And what this meant for me during exam season was that I was like really stressed, like really paranoid. If I got one question wrong or thought I didn't write it, how I wanted to write it, I panicked a lot and got really stressed about it. For example, one day I had two exams the day after, and I went to sleep. So I had two exams like the morning. I went to sleep and I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was so hungry. Like I really needed food and I just couldn't get back to sleep. And it was sunny. I think it was sunny already or something. Or the sun was rising and stuff. I just panicked. Like I can picture it now. I remember feeling so stressed about it. Like I thought, oh, I've bottled my exams. Like, I literally remember thinking, like, I've just ruined everything. My aim. I've worked so hard for this and all that. And yeah, I really panicked and stuff during my exams. And so what I want to do today is provide a bit of reassurance for those that are stressed, anxious, worried about their exams. I'm going to talk a bit about what I'm doing for my A-levels and why I'm less stressed. And I've talked to other people who got lower grades during GCSEs and were quite anxious and stuff, all worried and stressed about them, because everyone is at the end of the day. So I've got people who got lower grades, and then obviously me. I got all nines at GCSEs, and my stress was more focused on like, oh, I really, really want to achieve this. And where other people may be like worried about failing, stuff like that. So I've collected that advice, and hopefully I'm going to give some practical advice and tell you about my experiences during GCSEs too. And then, yeah, like I said, talk a little bit about A-levels and what I'm doing now and why I feel a bit less stressed than I did during GCSEs. So if this video is helpful, please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Okay, number one, speak to people. Don't do what I did and just keep saying no to going out. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to do now, is go out a lot more if I can. You shouldn't be going out all the time, but really speak to people a lot. Speak to your friends about exams, speak to your family about exams, speak to anyone about not just exams, other things, but exams as well. Like, you're stressed in terms of that, you can come on this channel, anything like that. But socializing is really, really important with exam stress, because at the end of the day, you're just not alone with this. Like, literally everyone is stressed about it. Some people to different extents and stuff. But I think that's really, really important, and that's what I'm trying to do, is socialize during your exams. So me and my friend Noah, he's been on this channel, after exams, like during exam season, we basically just come back to mine and just play on my Xbox for a bit. And I think that was really helpful. Like, it was really fun just to do that and give yourself some downtime. So that's my first piece of advice, is just keep socializing during exams. Don't shut down. Give yourself some downtime. That I really regret not giving myself more downtime during my GCSEs in general. So I think that's really important. Secondly, is routine. This is also important. You should be, I've said this quite a few times on my channel before, but it's really important to be going to sleep at the same time if you can. Late nights just aren't that helpful. They're not the end of the world. I kind of thought they were, but they're not. And being comfortable with the fact that you could get some late nights will be helpful for you. But try to get in a routine, and eating's really important. Eat breakfast, and try to eat well during the whole period. Like, nerves can kick in. I remember feeling like I didn't want to eat that much, but it's really important. I would eat like an extra smoothie and I think some Weetabix, like my normal breakfast, and I'd have a little bit more, just keep me going in the exams because they're quite long. So I think, yeah, routine, make sure you're sticking to a routine too. That really helps that's from people I've talked to as well during exam season, to deal with stress. Okay, another thing is prepare. This is kind of obvious, but for me, one thing that helped me was that I felt quite prepared, and same with A-levels, I feel quite prepared. So people are probably going to be more stressed are the ones who like procrastinate a lot, and that is natural, and you can still do fine and stuff if you do. Like, you can still do well, but it's really important to think about yourself in like a month's time and think, how prepared do I want to be for these exams? And so I'd really, really recommend preparing. Like, the more prepared you are for them, the better you're going to feel. The more practice you do, practice questions, papers, the more familiar it will be for you. So yeah, just make sure you're prepared for it too. And that's why I say doing work is helpful. Okay, finally, it's very, very easy to exaggerate the importance of both GCSEs, like what you get, and also like you haven't failed if you mess up one question. So in terms of what you get, like my sister got all fives, or like mostly fives, for example, and they're doing a course they really like at college and stuff. And I know lots of people who didn't get like insane GCSE grades, but still like really enjoying life, doing apprenticeship, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind during the exams. It's honestly just not the end of the world. And for those aiming for really high grades, getting a couple lower grades isn't the end of the world either. Like it literally just isn't. It doesn't affect as much as you'd think. So just having that in your mind that it genuinely is okay and that you should be prioritizing your mental health during exams. You just should give yourself downtime, stuff like that. You don't have to be revising constantly, like I said. So it's easy to exaggerate what you get in your GCSEs, how important that is. But it's also very, very easy to exaggerate how you did in the exam. This is something I like sweated over loads. Was like, how did I do? Like I'd be googling like exam answers afterwards and stuff, which is what it did nothing at the end of the day. Like I remember thinking, I know it does nothing, but it's still interesting to see and stuff. But it just doesn't really. So I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, like I remember coming out of history too. I thought I like did so badly in history. I convinced everyone I did, and then history was literally my best exam during my GCSEs. So you can really like honestly, I thought I did so badly in that. So you can really like skew it in your head in terms of what you actually get. So try not to get blown away in an exam. It's very important just for like exam stress in the actual exam to just keep going. If you don't know a question, that's one thing I'm learning for A-level maths is sometimes you do just have to move. Sorry, my phone literally died mid video, but yeah, that's basically all my advice for now. I'm going to be doing lots more videos on exam stress and exam routine close to the exam. Leave any comments if you want any more videos, any different type of videos. But just to summarize, firstly, know that it literally is going to be fine. I've done a video on like what grades you could get. So make sure to check out my channel for anything if you want a bit more other advice, or leave a comment or email me. But it's going to be fine. It's often exaggerated. Try and get into a routine. Try to continue socializing and make sure you can prepare and just do the best that you possibly can. So good luck, and yeah, please make sure you leave a like, and thank you for watching.